Tony, what are you doing? Tony.
There you are. Now I'm a friendly sandwich. Got one of each side of me. Now, come on, let's all get back in a step. A 1, a 2. There we go.
Oh, Tony, don't be crazy. And besides, you've got me on the outside. Well, shouldn't a lady be on the inside?
Who's the lady?
Oh.
Hey, look at that crazy driver. We got Tony, grab Betty.
Steve Strong. That strong guy. Yeah, they call you that. Right now, you're thinking about why you're standing on this platform in Grand Central Station. You look around you. You look at the bustle of busy people, some walking, some running, some standing around waiting. You see tears of joy and tears of sadness. You think of the 600 trains pulling into the station each day. You think of the 67 different tracks leading to and from the heart of the city. 67 lines out of the past and into the future. Think of the 200 million dramas of life that begin and end on these platforms each year. 200 million. You're waiting for one. Waiting on one track to see one life begin from a past, and you hope, into a future.
There it comes now. Oh, Steve, I hope he's all right.
By your side is Betty Bastardi, wife of Tony Bastardi, coming home on parole.
I don't know how to thank you for coming to Grand Central with me, Steve. I couldn't have stood it alone. I'm scared how he'll face up to it.
Out on parole after 5 years. He'll be okay.
A lot can happen in 5 years. A lot must have happened up there. He wouldn't let me visit him, not even once.
Maybe he wanted to think it all out before he saw you again.
Taking time out to think. But Tony's never done that before. He's always been such a hothead. First sign of trouble and he blows his top. That's why he went to prison. Because he lost his head and beat a man up.
Well, he came from a tough side of town. It's a hard school of learning. Takes time to forget.
I thought I could help him do it. But what can a girl like me do to a boy like Tony? What can I do to make him go quiet? If only he'd control his temper. I know he tries, but people are leaving the train. Steve, I'm scared. Steve, don't leave us tonight. Keep by us all the time till I know how things stand. Will you do that? For Tony's sake?
You look at the small figure of Betty Bastardi. You feel a small hand gripping the blue serge sleeve of your coat. And out of the sea of faces, out of the pounding of heartbeats, footsteps, comes a face from the future that hangs in the balance. Tony Bastardi, out on parole from the charge of manslaughter.
Tony, he's coming. Oh, what do I do? What do I say? Look, Steve. He's walking past. Tony!
Betty? Betty, it's you.
Oh, Tony, it's been so long.
5 years. The first time we meet, I nearly miss you because you're standing in the shadows.
And I thought...
Don't think, honey. Don't think anything. As from today, I start a new life. As from now, I want to forget a past and build us a future.
It'll work, Tony. I know it will.
Sure it will, honey. Sure it will. As from now, Tony Bastardi is the happiest man in Grand Central Station. In fact, in the whole big, crazy world. Oh, but I feel so good.
Oh, I've wanted to do that for so long.
Do what?
To laugh from right deep down inside. From my heart.
As from now, Mrs. Bastardi, that's all I'm going to let you do. Now, let's go home and try a few more laughs on for size, huh? And the bigger the problems, the bigger the laughs. And then we can...
Tony! Tony, I almost forgot.
Forgot what?
Well, Steve. Steve Strong. Come on, Steve. Don't just stand there. You're in this welcoming committee, too.
Hi, Tony.
Hi, Steve.
Hey, don't I rate a handshake?
Yeah, sure.
What's wrong? Yet we were brought up on the same street?
No, I don't forget that. Same as I don't get why you come down to meet me.
Oh, I'm greeting a friend.
What a coffee is, Tony. Why are you acting like this?
Just that he's a private detective.
Oh, what in the heck if I am? Come on, I'll buy the first cup of coffee.
No.
Tony.
There's someone singing out a tune in this trio. Well, I'm not the one who's tone deaf.
Sure, I'm no musician, Tony, but I'm willing to take lessons.
Like what?
Tony, you said back there...
Yeah, I know what I said back there. That was before this.
Look, You're out of prison now, Tony. You can forget all the lies and deceit you've been living inside those four walls. You can forget all that and try out a simple story of truth.
Yeah?
Yeah. A story that goes like this. A boy makes a mistake. He goes away. For 5 years he goes away. And in that 5 years, he writes no letters, allows no visitors. He comes home.
Now, what a time to think. I didn't want Betty seeing me up there. It's bad enough me trying to forget those years.
And try imagining what Betty had to go through in those 5 years of nothing.
That's why you're here? Because Betty was scared of facing me alone?
5 years is a long time for you inside. It can be just as long for a girl outside.
Yeah.
Well, it's all out now. It's already a piece of the past.
So we push it further back, huh?
It's up to you, Tony.
But, honey, I told you when I went up, no letters, nothing for 5 years.
Do we push it into the past, Tony?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure we do. And it's me who buys the first cup of coffee, and I know just the place. Oh, man, you know, that was the best cup of coffee I've ever had.
What do you mean? Cup? You had 6.
Oh, you just don't know what slops they used to dish us up in there. Look, I'll tell you just... I was forgetting. That chapter's been read and forgotten. Today I start a new chapter. The book of Tony Bastardi. One-time stupid, hot-headed punk. Now the best United States citizen in New York City.
Crazy talk, crazy talk. And you're still the same Tony.
And you're still the two best friends in the world.
Hey, is that all I mean to you?
Sure. Hey, and to prove it?
Tony, what are you doing? Tony.
There. Now I'm a friendly sandwich. Got one on each side of me. Now, let's all get back into step. A 1. A 2. Here we go.
Tony, don't be crazy. Besides, you've got me on the outside. But shouldn't the lady be on the inside?
Who's the lady? Hey, look at that crazy driver. Look out, Tony! Red Betty! He's not stopping. Come back! Oh, you filthy drunken driver, come back! Come back, you murderer!
Betty.
Come back, you
Betty, you all right?
Come back! Come back! Come back! Betty! Betty! Betty!
Don't touch her, Tony.
Don't touch her!
She's hurt bad, Tony. Real bad. You can't move until the ambulance comes.
Drunken swine! Betty, you'll be all right, honey. You'll be all right.
Can't hear you, Tony.
Can't hear.
We've got to get an ambulance. Can I trust her with you?
Trust me.
Not to touch her. On no account, Tony. Don't move her an inch till the ambulance
But
arrives.
she's my wife. She's my Betty, and she's
You
hurt.
mustn't touch her. And don't let her move. If she does, we don't know how badly hurt she is inside.
Drunken swine. I'll get him for this.
Shut up, Tony, and pull yourself together. I'm going for the ambulance. And I trust you not to move her.
My first night out, it was my fault. If I hadn't acted so crazy back there dancing on the sidewalk.
Tony, will you listen to me?
He came up onto the curb like a madman.
You're right.
I'm okay. There's a man now, Steve. I won't move. How is she, Doc? I gotta know how she is. I gotta know. Will she be all right?
You'll just drink this.
Yeah, after you tell me.
Please, Mr. Berstotti. It's a sedative. You'll feel better after you drink it.
I don't want to feel better. Just tell me how my wife is. I want to know.
Nurse, get me another glass. Same mixture.
Yes, sir.
Tony, you gotta calm down.
Yes, Mr. Berstotti. Your wife needs you. More than she's ever needed you in her life.
Well, Betty, Liz. That's all I'm asking.
Well, thank you, nurse. Now, Mr. Berstotti, if you'll drink this down, then I'll tell you.
What's in it?
It's only a sedative to quieten your nerves.
Want to put me to sleep?
No, you may feel a trifle drowsy, but it's only to quieten your nerves.
Come on, Tony.
No. Thank you, Mr.
And now, Doctor?
It's a very nasty accident. With your wife, she may never walk again.
Cripple?
We may be able to help her, but we won't know for certain until tomorrow night.
Can I see it?
Only for a minute. If you promise not to upset her.
I'll be okay.
You want me to come with you, Tony?
Yeah. Sure, Steve. Even that sedative, my stomach's turning cartwheel.
You You'd better stay at my place tonight.
Yeah.
Well, now, it's only for a minute. And don't excite her.
Hi, kid.
Hello, Betty?
You all right, Tony?
Yeah, sure, I'm all right. Don't talk so much, honey. Doc said you gotta keep quiet for a spell.
My leg's still funny, Tony. From the waist down, I can't feel a thing.
It's the needles they gave you before you came in. That's right, isn't it, Steve?
Yeah, all the patients get them.
You look after Tony, Steve.
Sure I will. Don't you worry. I'll treat him like I was an old Dutch uncle.
I'm so helpless. Can't do a thing in the house.
Well, how do you like that? Telling tales out of school.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but time's up.
So soon?
Come on, Tony. See you tomorrow, Betty.
Thanks, Steve. You everything.
I'm gonna miss you, honey, so don't be too long getting well.
I won't.
Come on, Tony.
Good night, kid.
Yes, Tony.
All right, Tony. Let's go home.
I'm not going home, Steve.
I mean to my place.
I got a call to make first.
All right, so we make the call, then we go home.
I'm doing this call alone, Steve.
What do you mean, Tony?
Betty's lying in that room in there. Maybe she won't walk again. And out there somewhere in the city is a man sitting in a drunken sweat. Well, I'm gonna see he doesn't sweat for nothing.
I don't know his car number.
We don't. But I do, Steve. And I can soon find his address.
Now, listen to
no,
me.
Steve, no one can stop me, not even you. Or the law.
Don't be crazy. You're on parole. You know the number? Give it to the police. Let them do the work for
No,
you.
Steve. That car was a big car, an expensive one. The man who drove that car's got money, lots of it. Means he can afford a good lawyer. He might get off. And I'm gonna see he doesn't. Tony, wait!
Crazy young fool.
Tony! Come back!
Crazy fool.
Well, what's happening?
Tony Bastardi got away, Doc.
But where's he going so fast?
He's got the number of the hit-and-run driver. He'll get his address, and then he'll kill him. You're standing on a black background of an asphalt pavement, in the middle of black despair. A hot-headed kid serves time for manslaughter, comes out on parole, sees his young wife get hit by a hit-and-run driver. Fears she may never walk again. White-hot fury burns up inside him, explodes, and now he's sitting in your car on the way to find out the address that goes with the hit-and-run number plate. He's in your car, but you're standing at the hospital steps with the doctor.
You've got to stop him, Strong. If he should kill this hit-and-run driver and Tony's wife finds out, the shock will kill her.
The shock will kill her, kill Betty, and the electric chair will kill Tony, because there's no law to sanction retribution. You've got to stop him without help from Jim Daley of Homicide.
You'll have to ring the police.
That could kill Betty, too, Doctor. Have to take Tony back to Sing Sing. Right now, he looks like breaking parole.
But we can't.
I know. I've done it before. I'll see if I can do it again. Taxi! Taxi!
Where are you going?
There's only one place Tony can get the address of that number. And if he doesn't get it, no one gets it. He'll lock that number away inside him till he can get it alone.
But you said he'll kill the driver when he finds him.
That's right, he will. So I've got to let him get the address, follow up with my own questions to the registry clerk, and try and beat Tony to the driver's address. And to do it, well, now I've got to work fast. Take it away.
Yes, sir.
The car isn't out front of the headquarters building. That means only one thing. Tony's called, got the address, and left. You push quick questions to the police clerk, and you hope his interest isn't fired with imagination.
That little fellow that was in here just now?
Yeah, it's part of a treasure hunt. You know, the kind of parties these crazy society people like today.
Yeah, well...
You see, I got to get this address before the little guy gets it, you see.
Sounds almost as though your life depends on it.
The address, please.
Don't think I can give it to you.
How about the other guy who was in? Did you give it to him?
Yeah, I did.
Then, why can't you give it to me?
Sorry.
Sorry of all that.
All right. The time's up now.
Time's up?
The little guy said it was a joke. I figured it might have been some party game.
Yeah, he said to give him 10 minutes clear start ahead of you. The 10 minutes are up.
I get the address now?
Sure. I had it written down all ready for you. Here.
Thanks. You did a great job. You get to the address. You walk the long gravel drive to the house, a big white dwelling on Long Island Estate. A knot of tension grows tight as your hand reaches for the doorbell, and you see a light in the hallway. It's already past 4 in the morning. The burning light means Tony has got here before you.
Yes?
She carries all the identification of a Long Island housekeeper.
First this other man. Now you come along and ask the same question.
And at 4 in the morning, you've got a right to be annoyed.
That's wrapping the argument in cotton wool.
And if I don't find your boss first, you might be wrapping him up in cotton wool. For good.
I don't know where he is, if that's what you want to know.
If that's what you told the little guy who was here before me, then that is all I want to know. Well?
I told him nothing.
I'd like to believe you.
I told you the truth. I don't know where Mr. Kaylor is.
Kaylor. It's been bothering me. The name rings a bell somewhere. Kaylor.
You apparently don't get the Hunters and Fishermen's Guidebook.
Kaylor. Fisherman, hunter, and sportsman. K.G. Kaylor. Holds all the records of trap shooting from here to Mexico City.
And further.
I wonder if Tony knows that.
Tony?
Yeah. He was the little guy who came here before me.
He said his name was Ambrose.
No, Tony Bastardi. He's out on parole.
On parole? What did he do?
You mean before?
Yes.
He killed a man.
Murder?
No, I said killed. It was partly an accident and a hot-headed fight. Tony got off with manslaughter. The other fellow picked the fight, but Tony carried it too far.
But he said his name was Ambrose. Ambrose Clusterman. Said he had some stuff to give Mr. Kaylor. I thought it was hunting gear, so I told him.
Told him what?
Where Mr. Kaylor was staying.
Then why tell him and not me?
Mr. Kaylor came home this evening. He gave me strict instructions to tell no one where he was going.
So you tell the first man who comes along. Tony Bastardi, but you don't tell me.
I didn't know. He said his name was Ambrose, and that no one was to know where Mr. Kaylor had gone. That he had something for Mr. Kaylor. Something urgent. But I was to tell no one where Mr. Kaylor was.
No one except Tony Bastardi.
But I didn't know. It all agreed with what Mr. Kaylor had told me.
How long ago did he leave?
Oh, quarter of an hour. Perhaps more.
Where's Kaylor now?
At his hunting lodge, 6 miles away. But why would he want Mr. Kaylor?
To kill him.
Kill him? But why?
Your boss had an accident. But he didn't stop. He was also drunk, which is probably the reason. The girl he hit may be a cripple for life. She was Tony Bastardi's wife, and it all happened the night he came out on parole.
Mr. Kaylor in a hit and run? But he wouldn't do a thing like that.
The fact is he did, and I've got a feeling he won't run away again. Ever. Where is this hunting lodge?
Straight down the main road, first turning to the right, last house by the waterfront.
Let's hope I make it in time. You arrive at the end of Long Island Sound. You walk along the broad walk, leading up to the hunting lodge. You walk past the gleaming lines of a flashy convertible. You see where the flesh chrome work, marred by heavy dents in the front bumper and bodywork. You reach the door. It's off the latch, and you go in. And then you see Kaylor. He's lying full length on the floor. And by his side, the soft blue sheen from the barrel of a .30 caliber hunting rifle. There's only one thing left for you to do. Ring Jim Daley of Homicide. You get there too late. Kaylor is dead. Next day, you're in a small, quiet hospital room. Quiet because it's a hospital, but also because you can't find the right words to say.
Where's Tony, Steve?
He's outside. Said he wouldn't be along till later.
Oh.
How do you feel today?
I'd feel much better if Tony were with me.
Yeah. Well, he won't be long, kid.
What did you do last night? I mean, you and Tony.
We went for a ride.
Oh.
Mr. Strong.
Oh. You, Doc.
Can I see you a minute?
Yeah, sure. Won't be long, kid.
Steve,
Yeah?
tell Tony to... Tell him...
Yeah?
It doesn't matter. Not now.
Think she's realized what's happened?
I'm afraid so, Mr. Strong.
What does that mean?
He's in no emotional state for us to operate. It's a delicate operation.
I mean, you and Tony.
We went for a ride.
Oh.
Mr. Strong.
Oh. You, Doc.
Can I see you a minute?
Yeah, sure. Won't be long, kid.
Steve,
Yeah?
tell Tony to... Tell him...
Yeah?
It doesn't matter. Not now.
Think she's realized what's happened?
I'm afraid so, Mr. Stone.
What does that mean?
He's in no emotional state for us to operate. It's a delicate operation, and we just can't do without the patient's cooperation. Without the patient having a strong will to live. You know, it's surprising just how many critical cases depend just on that. Not on the surgeon so much as the patient herself.
Jim Daley said he'd bring Tony down as soon as they found him.
Terrible business.
Can you blame him? He builds all his hopes for his future into one special day. Along comes a drunken fool and busts all those hopes into broken dreams. Who knows, Doc? Maybe we do the same.
Maybe. But Tony is a hothead with a reputation behind him.
Yeah. So what do we do now?
We can only wait on the police to find Tony Bastardi. And if they don't find him inside an hour, well, after that, it will be too late.
Hey, here's Jim now.
And Tony Bastardi's with him.
Jim's done the decent thing and brought him in free of handcuffs.
He knows Tony won't run away. He knows Tony loves his wife too much to leave her now.
Hello, Steve. Hello, Jim. Hi, kid.
Hi, Steve. We haven't much time, Tony. You better go in now.
Steve, I think he wants you alone, Tony.
But I'm scared, Steve. If anything happens to Betty now...
Maybe you should have thought of that last night.
Betty... Yeah. Well...
Shut the door, Steve.
Why didn't you let him in on this deal last night?
Yeah, I know, Jim. If I told you, maybe I'd have lost his leave on parole, but at least, well, I guess this time I'll lose my private detective's license and lose it for good.
Every time a citizen wants help, the first thing they should do is turn to a policeman. That's a part of our job. You, being a private eye, should know that more than anyone else. Instead, you let a kid go off and risk losing his parole. Let him tear around a city in the mad mood of murder.
Look, Jim, forget all the handouts. I deserve all you're giving and more. Next time I'll know better. Next time I go to the law first.
You'll be okay, honey. And I'll be here waiting. When you come out from under the anesthetic, it'll be my ugly face you'll be seeing first.
Send the doctor in, Tony. Tell him I'm ready for the operation now.
You did a good job, Tony. It gives us the chance we need.
Well, kid, I'm sorry about last night, Steve. Yeah. If I had moved a little faster, maybe I got there too late. Yeah, Captain Daley told me. It was a tough accident. And it happened on the same night. Accident? Yeah, Mr. Kalo shooting himself.
Halo shot himself? That's right. Seems he was loading the gun. We don't think it was suicide. We think his hands were shaky. The result of the accident. Well, the fingerprints blur along the rifle where it must have slipped from his hands. So, we can figure is that the butt of the rifle hit the floor and the gun went off.
And you mean Tony didn't...
No. No, he didn't go down to the hunting lodge at all.
I guess I kind of changed my mind, Steve. No, I didn't go out there. I went on home. I was all mixed up.
And that's where we found him. Well, Doctor, what do you think of her chances?
Well, I think her chances now are excellent. I feel certain the operation will be a success. There's no need to worry now, Tony.
Well, like I said, I'm a sentimental, a romantic guy. But I've got a lot of good friends in and out of the force, and I like to keep them. I also like to help keep law and order in the community. I'll be with you again. But for now, this is Steve Strong, or as I'm more often referred to, that strong guy, signing off. That Strong Guy is written by John Warwick and produced by Walter Penn for Our Transit.